Hello class, you're welcome to Diary Stars. In our mathematics class today, we're looking at rounding decimals. And the aim of the lesson is to understand the steps in rounding decimals. At the end of the lesson, you will know the steps in rounding decimals. Rounding numbers to decimal places is shortening a decimal number to a given degree of accuracy. To do this, we find the decimal place we wish to round to and look at the digit to the right of that number. If the number after the chosen accuracy is 5 or more than 5, we round up. And if it is less than 5, we round down. So we're going to demonstrate this in the 3 examples I'll be looking at in this topic. Example 1, we're asked to round 27.6273. We're asked to round this to 2 decimal places. The first thing that we're going to do here is to identify the digits that is 2 places after the decimal point, and that is 6 and 2. So here we're going to put a bar just after 2. Then looking at the number that is next after the bar, that's the decider. And if you look at this 7, it is more than 5. So meaning that what we have to add 1 to this 2. So we're going to have this to be 27.63. So rounding 27.6273 to 2 decimal places, we're going to have it to be 27.63. Look at example 2. We're asked to round 342.631. We're asked to round this to 1 decimal place. So just the same thing that we looked at in example 1, we have to first identify the digits that is 1 place after the decimal point, and that is 6. So just put a bar just after 6. So the number that is next to the bar, we have it to be 3. And if you look at 3, it is less than 5. So meaning that we are rounding down. Then our answer here now will be 342.6. So rounding 342.631 to 1 decimal place, we're going to have it to be 342.6. So move to the last example for this topic. Here we're asked to round 45.3695. We're asked to round this to 3 decimal places. So just the same thing that we looked at in example 1 and 2, we are forced to identify the digits that is 3 places after the decimal point, and that is 369. So just after that 9, I'm going to put a bar. So the number that is just after the bar is 5. So meaning that what we are rounding up by adding 1 to this 9. And if you look at this, it is the same thing as saying that 69 plus 1, which is going to give us 70. So we're going to have our answer here now to be 45.370. And you have to make sure that you include the 0 there, because the question says that we should round it up to 3 decimal places. So meaning that we have to have 3 numbers after the decimal point. So rounding 45.3695 to 3 decimal places, we're going to have it to be 45.370. So that will be all for today. And if you haven't subscribed, do well to subscribe now. Thank you and see you in the next class. Bye.